Hello, everyone. In this mini workbooks training session, we're going to cover the Web 2 lead feature of workbooks, a quick and easy way of getting website visitors directly into your CRM system. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot. I'm joined by my colleague Stuart, and we are going to be taking you through this Web 2 lead feature. Those of you on this event right now, I think you'll be fairly familiar with this. We are a leading independent CRM solutions provider of systems like workbooks, and we help our organizations use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks very much, those of you on here live for this little mini training session, part of our regular series of short presentations, short calls, focusing on different topics in and around workbooks. And as I say, this morning, we're going to cover the Web 2 lead feature. So there's not a lot to this feature, actually. We're probably done in about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. This is not meant to be an in-depth training session on the Web 2 lead feature and some of the things that you might do as part of the lead capture. But my company, Wizard Systems, we do offer extensive consultancy options if you want to explore that with us. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got a question, pop that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer that at the end. Also, this call is being recorded, and you will get a link you will get an email with a link to recording later on, and it will also be up on our YouTube channel as well. So, quick mention about Wizard Systems, long-standing provider of CRM solutions. We provide the total service around workbooks, implementation, any kind of training you want, and help desk support as well. Okay, let me now transfer over to my colleague Stuart, and he'll take us through the Web 2 lead feature. And just while Stuart's getting ready, here are some of the benefits, I think, of using this Web 2 lead feature. If you're not using it right now, you may be, if you're getting leads from your website, maybe they come to you via emails, you're having to copy and paste from an email and then creating a lead record or personal record in workbooks. Well, think about using Web 2 lead. We've got automated lead capture. So it can automatically, this feature can automatically capture that lead information from a form on your website, and it eliminates that need for manual data entry, which we know is always fraught with issues, and no more copying and pasting, for example, from an email. You've got faster response time as well. So almost in real time, someone fills in their details on your website, that is captured in the CRM system. So you can be working on that lead straight away and then pushing it through that sales process there. Also think about lead segmentation, categorizing leads. So leads coming in from a website, they're going to be automatically allocated as the lead source of your website. So you then, going forward, have got better visibility of ROI on the leads coming from your website, which is always a good thing to find out. The effort you're putting into your website, promoting your website, and SEO and pay-per-click and so on, are you getting a return on that site? Okay. Lead nurturing. So you may know that you can, in workbooks, set up some automation once the lead goes into the system to push it through the system, to direct it to the right salesperson, the right team. And this kicking off those first few steps, those first few important steps of a sales process, workbooks can help you there. Also, you may know that workbooks has got lead scoring. So based on your criteria, workbooks has got a way of scoring those leads, okay? So you can then prioritize those top leads as opposed to leads that may not be 100% sort of qualified, or not a direct fit, not a good fit for your products and services. And lastly, think about data quality. Because they've come in from a form, there are ways of making sure that data going into a form, we're not going to cover that this morning, but data going into a form is validated, as regards maybe a drop-down list of their job titles, type of organization, where are they located. So when that lead gets into workbooks, we're just reducing that risk of data entry errors and ensuring that the information is accurate and up to date. Anyway, okay, so let's get over. Let me hand over now to Stuart, and he'll take you through the Web to Lead feature of workbooks. Over to you, Stuart.
Thank you very much. So hopefully everybody can see the screen. Now I'm logged into workbooks as someone with admin rights, as will need access to the configuration section. So from here, we now go to one of the web integration options, and we have two. We have web to case, and as you can see, again, it's another form, but this, you would create a form and put it on your website so someone can log a support case with you. But I'm going to use the web to lead, as Tim mentioned, to create a capture form. I could put my website to bring leads into my system. And I click the option, and I want a new form. And it really is a case of saying what queue I'm going to add it to. And again, as Tim mentioned, this allows you to make sure that these leads are going into the right queue to be seen by the right people. So I'm going to say that this is a tech lead because it's going on the tech part of my website. It was created by me. And at this point, I save. And you can see now I have a form, and if I've made a mistake, I can delete it. Now the form itself is built on all the information on your lead landing page, which means that when you open it for the first time, it may look something like this. There's a lot of information on there because it doesn't know what page, what forms, what you want to show on the form. So how do you tidy it up? And it's just a case of giving this to somebody who understands a little bit of HTML to tidy it up, and they can remove some of the fields you don't want and tidy it up. And once you've tidied it up, hopefully, with the right fields that you're after, you have something like that. And now that can be handed to the people that host your website, put it onto the site. Obviously, you can add CSS to this page, so it has a look and feel as though it's part of your website, as though it's always been there. And then you'll even see that we've got a required form, which was the required field, which is the person's name. And I'm only after at this stage their job title, their number, their company email address, and what country. And the country is the drop-down form again from the lead page. So all the information is already in there. And when that person clicks submit, that information will be driven into workbooks and applied to that queue that we created this lead form on. So the right people logged into workbooks will see this lead as it's been created. And that is a web to lead.
Thanks very much. As you can see, really simple. There are some more advanced options that you can deploy in there, but essentially very simple to implement on your workbook system. And hopefully, if you're not using it right now and you are getting leads from your website, it's important to think about seriously integrating your website to your workbook CRM system. Okay, as we normally do, if you've got any questions around this feature or indeed any other workbooks questions, please ask us. We'll do our best to try and answer those. First question from Niall. We are going to an exhibition shortly. Is there a way of using this to quickly enter in lead information at the show?
The page itself is just a HTML page. So if you opened it up on your laptop, as long as the laptop had internet access, or you'd tethered it to a device to give internet access, you could have people fill in the form on your laptop and click submit, and that information would go in. And the same with a tablet. Open it up on your tablet, have it on a stand or whatever, or walk around, take people's names and click submit, and that information is fed in. You could actually have people receiving emails whilst they're at the conference that have captured your details. The system could be set up to be that quick.
Yeah, so be encouraged to certainly get that set up before you go to the show, Niall. Dominic is asking, after the form is submitted, what does the person see on your site? Which is a good question.
Yes, yeah, sorry, I didn't cover that bit, sorry. It's not an option you can see on the main screen or even within workbooks, but if you were to open up the code of the form, there are two sections there that are, I think they call it that they're commented, and you change them into options. And one is success and one is failure. So you pointed at two pages on your website. It could be obviously success, thank you for clicking the link, someone will be in touch shortly, or failure would maybe a page that loops you back to try again because you've made a mistake. But yeah, they're not options on the form, they're options tucked away in the HTML that you can configure to suit your needs.
Okay. Next question from Mary, who I think is on here live. Is there a way that existing forms on a website can be fed into workbooks, i.e. via some sort of custom integration? Question mark.
Yes, there is. It would just be a case of putting
sorry, Stuart. Yeah, Mary's just popped in again. Popped an additional comment. We have gravity forms. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Gravity forms on our website, which we receive via email, but want our developer to set up some kind of integration to workbooks. Sorry, Stuart, to interrupt you there.
Sorry, yes, you can. You can. Again, it's just a case of taking the code that workbooks create, which is, like as I said, it's just HTML, and you can then apply that to your current form so that you marry up the contact field and the email field with the information that's in the form that workbooks give you, and then obviously replace the submit button with the submit button that workbooks give you, and that information would then be fed into workbooks. Obviously, workbooks can still generate the emails for you to email the customer and email the user to say that this lead has been created within the system, or this person has now submitted a lead. And one thing I failed to mention was the web to lead form has built in sort of duplicate check-in. So if someone is already registered in your workbooks and tried to register a web to lead, you would get a prompt that this record already exists in the system, so you won't get duplicates. So the page has built-in error check-in.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully that answers your question, Mary. Look, if there's any further questions on that, please contact our support at Wizard Systems. We'd be happy to help you out. Right, don't think there's any more questions there, Stuart. So just while I've got you on the call, those of you live, we've got a new release coming out this weekend, 7.1. I don't know whether you've seen any communication from Workbooks, but so Saturday, the 9th of September, 2023, we've got release 7.1 coming out, which has got a number of new features, number of exciting new features, including a drag and drop calendar. You've got the edit grid on activities, so rolling out that kind of feature there. Comments feature. There's a project management module as well that's being introduced with a Kanban view. So if your company is into projects, all right, then stay tuned for that project module. Ring Central integration. So if you're wanting to integrate workbooks to your phone system, incoming calls, outgoing calls, then we've got that Ring Central integration, and also some general search improvement as well. So watch out for that, the notes on that. There's some good information there coming out. And so Monday, you will have a new version of workbooks rolled out automatically for you. Okay, Mary will answer your other question after the call as well. Thank you for that additional bit of information. Right, well, that's it, us done. We also, you might have seen that there is the sister feature, Web 2 case. So if you're using workbooks for customer support, then you can implement a very similar feature, web to case. So as people fill in a form, that's submitted as a ticket to your support desk, a way of really helping you improve your use of time on the help desk, and maybe non-urgent support issues could be directed in that way and automated and logged in the system as a ticket. So that's web to case. We might cover that on another 101 event. Anyway, thanks very much, those of you watching live, for your time this morning. And if you're watching a recording, hope that's been of interest to you. If you've got any further interest in workbooks or implementation or support or training, then contact us at Wizard Systems. Myself, Tim, or my colleague Stuart, tim@wizard-system.com or stuart@wizard-system.com. Thanks very much for listening in, tuning in, and we'll catch up with you on the next event. Bye-bye.